Hi, I'm Anna K. Christopher, and this is my video blog, and I did the dialogue on religion and morality, and it was fun. I had a decent time, I guess, in my class. It was long. We talked about different religious stereotypes and how those affected our day-to-day lives at Clemson University. 38 seconds.
So, what, did you talk a lot? Yeah. Did you like?
I did not personally talk
Why did
really
you talk a lot?
Because the people were just a little much. They had really strong opinions about every religion we talked about, and it just wasn't. Well, we talked about agnostics, and atheists, and Christians, and Catholics, and Jews, and Hindus. I think that's it.
What are you personally?
Muslim, maybe?
And what are you?
I'm a Christian. I love Jesus. Okay. And not that all the rest don't love Jesus.
Did everyone there love Jesus?
I don't know. We didn't talk about our personal religion. Oh, okay. We just talked about stereotypes of other people's religions. Mm-hmm. And so then that got a little heated because, you know, if you said something bad about one and somebody was that, then you kind of offended them. They got a little upset about it. So just made it a little bit interesting, you know?
Yeah. What were your instructors like?
Well, one of them is an RA in my building. He is kind of strange. I didn't know if I really liked him or not. I'm not really sure. The lady was super nice. She was very serious, very strict. We did have, during our dialogue, they were doing some work in good old Long Hall, and they were hammering the whole time above us. So, you know, we're trying to have good discussion, and we just can't because we're just beating, like, right on the ceiling above us, and we just couldn't even talk. It was just so sad. Like, we just wanted to have a good convo, and we just couldn't. It was just awful. But yeah, but other than that, we did talk about one funny thing was some guy was like, I think it was with the Hindus.
What?
I think. Anyways, he said something pretty funny. He didn't know what a Hindu was, and they, and he didn't know which one were Hindus, and he was like, "Oh, you mean the ones that are cows?" And no, they're not actually cows. They just think cows are sacred. So that was humorous, I guess. Yeah, we talked about how all Americans think that most Americans associate terrorism with Muslims. That's not right. We watched this video that was not really important, but you know, we watched it anyway, and it was kind of interesting. It was like a mock persecution of a Muslim woman, and I don't know, it related somehow, but they were like in a store, okay, and like a convenience store, and she wanted to buy a pastry, and the person wouldn't let her buy a pastry because she was Muslim. It was like we were going back to segregation. It was like we were going back to segregation where we had two different water fountains, you know? Like, no, let's not backtrack. We're moving in the future. So, he wouldn't let him buy the pastry, and it was all mock just to see how people would react, and no one stood up for the poor little Muslim woman. It was really sad. Then the people would chase after the people that left the store that didn't stand up for her and ask her what was wrong, and they would say obscene things to the poor little camera. Poor thing. And so, yeah. Yeah. I'm at 4, 18, 19, 20.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, like, if you had to do it again, would you have done anything differently?
Well, in my class, or would I pick a different one?
A different one. Would you pick a different one?
Probably. It just wasn't, I didn't really feel as though this was a beneficial,
Do you feel like other people
class.
Could have benefited from it? I
feel like if you didn't know a lot about religion, I feel like you could have definitely benefited from the situation.
Did it feel like a history class or
Kind-
more of a dialogue?
Kind of more like a history class, I feel like.
So
It
we
wasn't.
could have done to improve on that.
Well, maybe have us like talk a little bit more, not instruct us as
Oh
much.
my god, yes.
Like you're not sending me. Oh my god, my screen went off. What? Okay, I'm back. You're not sending me. You're not preaching me a lecture. You're trying to get my opinion on it.
Right.
So, yeah, there's my opinion. See you 1000. It's great. Bye.